In two countries, there are two people who grew to develop their own personalities and thoughts, be them chaotic, hectic, emotional, or even reflective. But in what space could they share, hear, or even disagree with such thoughts? This is that space. This is The Ghost in My Room.
In this episode,
crocodile.
I don't know. Are they connected?
Like
That's
I
feel like you can be weaponizing it without knowing that you're weaponizing it.
Oh. I have a question. I think I was walking on the internet and there was this video that was really popular that everyone was talking about. In the video, they were talking about, because humans are really strong and we're now at the top of the food chain. And they're like, if 100 people banded together, like, how many people could we defeat? And the most popular one was, if 100 people banded together, could they defeat a gorilla? But I've thought about it.
Yes.
And I feel like they could. Because historically, Native Americans banded together and hunted bisons and buffaloes, right?
Yeah.
And there was probably a time when people were like, bisons and buffaloes are really big and dangerous and you can't hunt those things. But we managed to do those.
Right.
And now I think they're like gone, extinct. And so I feel like 100 men could band together and hunt a gorilla.
No.
Then how did we get them into the zoos? Like, we must have done it
Tools.
before.
We had tools.
Yeah, but like Native Americans, they had
Tools.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is without tools. This is bare hands.
Oh, this is just pew pew.
Yeah, of course we can beat them with tools.
I feel like rocks and slingshots.
Those are still tools.
You just mean out there.
That's the debate, though.
The debate just means like, I thought it meant like with natural things. So like a gun's not natural, so you can't use a gun. But like you could use a rock and a stick.
Your bare hands. The debate is your bare hands.
I still think it could be possible if you strategize.
Okay, what's the strategy?
The strategy is, as these 100 people approach the gorilla, they don't have that energy of like, we're gonna attack, so it's like friendly. So the gorilla's just like, you know what's popping, man. And then when they're just chilling there, actually now that I think about it, if 5 people band together to choke him, as the gorilla is trying to figure out like, oh, I'm being attacked. Hopefully by the time it gets into attack mode, it'll be over.
Okay.
But if they fail, that's it.
So do you think that a gorilla is just gonna be chill?
If it's at the zoo?
100? No.
And people were just coming, because zoo gorillas are used to people.
Yes, this is not a zoo.
So we're just in the wild, raw dogging.
Yeah.
I want to give humans space.
No. There's no.
No, immediate no.
There's no way. Cause like, no matter what strategy you come up with, you have to use your bare hands. You have no tools. Gorilla skin is so much thicker. They're just so much stronger. So even if, let's say, like, you do have a strategy and you get to choke the gorilla, let's say you get that far, you're not going to be able to do anything. Like, it's not going to affect the gorilla at all.
I'm not gonna lie, I came to this debate thinking that we could use slingshots and rocks. I was like, slingshots? Yeah, why wouldn't we win? Okay, what animal do you think, like, where's the line of where humans can no longer take out the animal?
Okay, so you can definitely beat a sloth.
But sloths have, like,
Grip strength, yeah. But
nails.
They ain't fighting though.
But if they accidentally slash you could bleed out.
They're not fighting though. 100 people? Or just one man?
I've never seen a sloth, like, in a life or death situation before. I feel like every living creature has a survival instinct, right?
I don't think sloths do.
I think pandas don't. Pandas will die.
Yeah.
Dis-
Sloths and pandas are like the same vibe.
The same vibe.
They're just there to chill.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So we can defeat sloths and pandas. What other animals do we have that are below us? Not us. Us in general. We're not going.
I want to say like a crocodile.
A crocodile?
But hold on. I don't think you can actually kill it. But like I feel like they could be put into submission.
A crocodile?
Because people wrestle like alligators and crocodiles with their bare hands all the time.
Yes.
But I don't think they could be killed.
Okay. I feel like it depends, one, where you are. If you're in water, I feel like you'll die.
Yes, for sure. Absolutely. But 100 men?
If it can open its mouth, you'll die. We're both like, you're dying. We both agree.
But like 100 men?
But don't they have to roll?
Yeah, they do. But you have 100 men.
I don't know how strong they are. Alligators.
Mm-hmm.
You said crocodile.
Yeah,
same thing. Not really.
No.
But those are long live in fresh water.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Could 100 people defeat a giraffe?
Giraffes ain't fight. Oh, they do fight.
They fight.
They fight.
They
Never mind.
fight. They be swinging at that boy.
Maybe. I don't know. I think so.
I was about to say, because it sounds weird that you're like, maybe they'll lose to a giraffe, but they won't to a crocodile. I was like, that's interesting.
No. But my thing is like, giraffes are so much bigger. I think that maybe 100 men could break the giraffe's neck and do it that way.
So,
if they can like climb, if they can get on
they can
the giraffe.
climb the neck.
If they can get up to the giraffe. But giraffes are also fast, so I don't know.
Okay. I feel like we, a collective, not me, but 100 people could defeat. Okay, no, first, actually, what does defeat mean? Does it mean like they're dead? Does it mean they're passed out?
I feel like it's the kill.
It's the kill?
Yeah.
Because, like, if you defeat, like, so, for example, in animal life, nature, when animals fight, the one who's defeated runs away, just knows not to come back and mess with them.
Mm-hmm.
Can we use that same concept of defeat?
Sure.
Because with that mindset, I feel like most animals, they like go to attack, and when they see you're like, they're like, you know what, never mind. Because a lot of animals are scared of humans. So with that mindset, 100 people could defeat a lot of animals.
Mm-hmm.
Potentially an gorilla.
I don't think a gorilla's going to back down. I don't think a gorilla's going to back down.
Okay, I feel like brown bears and black bears will.
Mm-hmm.
Like 100 men and bears. Don't they say like if it's a black bear make noise or something and it runs away, or is that the brown one? What?
One is like chill.
One is chill. One's just like make noise, and one is just die.
Mm-hmm.
But I only know 3 bears, black and brown. Polar bear? Well, who's up there? The Arctic.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
How do you feel about the influx of the sassy man?
The sassy man?
The sassy man.
Like the click. That's us! The sassy man?
Yeah, just like a little bit more you know, sass. Yeah.
I mean, I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
I think with the sass, there's still things you need to know how to do. Because I saw someone else talking about this too. Like, we have a lot of men, or just people in general, who get mad and will punch a hole in a wall, but now they no longer know how to fix the wall.
Mm-hmm.
So I would apply that to the same idea of a sassy man. Like, I don't care how sassy you are, you should still know how to fix a punctured tire in your car, a flat tire. You should still know how to, like, change the oil in the car. Like, you can't only be sassy, because I'm like, only one of us can be clicking around. I don't know. What about? What do you think?
I mean, like, that's just one part of someone's personality.
Mm.
I think it's fun. I think it's more to, like, go off of and, like, play with. Because, like, do you want a man that's just like, yeah, I had a good day. And that's it? Like, you want someone who's gonna, like, talk to you and you can, like, have fun with and...
But, like, sassy as in, like, sarcastic? Or...
Like, sassy is, like, kooky and, like, those vibes.
You gave me one vibe. She was like, Pookie.
I don't know what an example of a sassy man would be.
Because I feel like sarcasm is great. Like, I don't have any.
I don't think sarcasm is sassy, though. It's a little, like, zesty, you know what I mean? A little bit of zest.
Do we know anyone sassy? Like, are TV shows, are there any characters that are sassy that can help me, like, see what you're saying?
No. I can't think of it. I can't
Thank
think
you
of any.
for
I
your...
can't think of any.
Thank you for your thoughts. Sassy? I don't know. I feel like I still stand by, still know how to do things around the house. Because, like, I'm not sure, but I feel like sometimes sassiness can be connected to, not always, not everyone, just sometimes I feel like it can be connected to, like, weaponized incompetence. Of, like, oh, like, I'm not helping because I don't know how to help, why don't you tell me, or blah, blah, blah. And that's why I'm like, I feel like people, as long as people know how to do stuff, I could care less how you
Communicate.
Yeah.
Okay. I see. So then what about weaponized incompetence? That's a whole other
That is a whole other
topic.
That's a red flag right there. Weaponized incompetence.
It is.
What about it?
Was that not the news?
I said I agree that weaponized incompetence is a red flag. I think people who do it are just... Look, I know, I've said it before, how I was like, sometimes I wish, like, I could just, like, write my name in a group project because I don't have to do anything. And, like, I think many people, like, long for that, but we say that, but I feel like there's also part of us that we also want to help and we all want to do our part. But I feel like people who weaponize incompetence, they don't want to do their part and they want you to keep doing things. And the more you do it, the more they're like, yeah, I don't have to at all. And the longer you do it, the less bad they feel about it. Which is why I think it's a huge red flag. What do you think, though? Is it, like, a top red flag, or is it just bad?
Yeah. I think it's a top red flag. Like, I wouldn't want to have a person like that in my life. Because, like, I'm the type of person that, like, I'll just do it. So, like, I could probably be taken advantage that way. Because, like, I like to, if something needs to be done, and I see it needs to be done, and I'll give you, like, a day or 2 or 3, and, like, you don't get it done, I'm just going to do it. And like another part of it is like making up excuses like, oh, I don't know how to do it. You can learn how to do it. Why don't you learn how to do it? Like Google is free. You can go on YouTube, watch a tutorial. Like you can learn how to do it. You can ask me how to do it. But instead, you want to sit here and say, I don't know how to do it, and use that as an excuse.
So you think people who do weaponized incompetence, they can, blah, 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 blah. It works on you, like they can use it on you, or you're like, no, it wouldn't work with me?
It would work with me to a point. Because like, I just want to get it done. So like, it would work, but then I would just feel terrible because I'm doing all this work. And then at a point, I think I would just like shut that person out.
I feel like I've seen a lot of weaponized incompetence, and I feel like with me, I don't know if it's that it works, but I let you do your whole thing, and I just have less. I just look. What's the word? Less expectations of you. Like I'm like in my mind I'm like, yeah, you can't do anything. So like my view of you is shattered, and then later in the future if you're like, oh, why didn't you ask me, or I could have done this, I'm like, I don't want you in my life. And so because you've done your whole weaponized incompetence thing in my life, I'm like, this is someone I can't turn to for anything, good or bad.
Yeah.
Happy emotional parties where we're all like living life, or like, oh, I seriously need a friend to talk to. I'm done. I will never reach out. But usually for me, it takes like 3 times. I don't know. I feel like
I feel like for you it happens very quickly.
I feel like it takes a while for me to get angry, but once I get angry, I'm very quick to be like, shut it off. I'm done. Like I feel like I watch, and I'm like, oh, I'm not angry, or I give a lot of excuses. But once I decide I'm angry about something, then I'm like, yeah, no.
Yeah. Like, I agree with the whole part of like, I forgot what you said.
I agree.
I agree.
With what I forgot.
I agree with what I forgot. What did you say?
I said like, it takes me a while to get angry.
Before that.
Once I reach a certain point, I'm done.
Before that.
You're just making me rewind my whole conversation. I have less expectations for you. Okay, there you are.
That's it. Yeah, like I have no expectations now, and I think that's really sad. I think we've had this conversation before. Like having no expectations for a person is sad, and I wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of that. Like, I want people to think that, oh, if I need help, that person's going to help me. Or, oh, that person will do their part. Or if I can't do something, they'll pick up the slack. But like, if that person can't do that, I don't want to go too far, but like I think that's a sad being. Like it's a sad state of being.
That's true, but if I've already decided to cut them off, I don't really care about their state of being anymore.
I don't mean it like my perspective on like that person in that situation. I feel like they should feel.
I mean, they should. I guess, I don't know, I feel like you're like touching on a different type of red flag, which is like low emotional intelligence. Or, I don't know, are they connected? Weaponized incompetence? No, because I feel like weaponized, you have to have high emotional intelligence to monopolize someone's.
But you can also be doing it without really knowing you're doing it.
I feel like if you know you're doing it, it's weaponized. But if you don't know, it's not weaponized incompetence. Because you are incompetent. You're not weaponizing it. That's just you.
Like, that's just you. Like, it sucks. That's sad, but like, I don't think you're weaponizing it if that's.
I feel like you can be weaponizing it without knowing that you're weaponizing it. Because, like I said, like, you don't know how to do something. You really don't know how to do something.
Yeah.
And that is the incompetence. But, like, if you're like, I don't know how to do it, and I'm not going to learn how to do it, that's when it becomes weaponized, but you're not aware. Because you're just like, I'm just not going to learn. Like, I don't feel like the person is, like, intentionally being like, oh, now you have to do it.
Oh. I feel like to weaponize something, you have to know about the weapon. And if you're doing it accidentally, in my mind, I'm like, it's not weaponized, you're just ignorant. Which is annoying and stressful, but in my mind, weaponized means like you know exactly what you're doing and you're purposely doing it to hurt me. That's weaponized for me.
I feel like it can be like both ways and still be weaponized. Because, like, let's say, my example of, let's say you don't know how to change a light bulb. And you just don't learn how to do it. So then you notice a pattern of, like, it gets done anyways. So, like, even though I don't learn how to do it or do it, it gets done, so I don't have to worry about it. I don't think it's like that person is like, I intentionally am trying to hurt you, but they're just like, I don't know how to do it, I'm not going to learn how to do it, it gets done.
I would take that a step further. I feel like their mind is, I don't know how to do it, I don't want to do it, someone else is going to figure it out eventually. Which is intentional, so it's weaponized. Because their intention, because like how you're like, it's going to get done, that thought process of, if it's going to get done, they know they're not going to do it, so who's going to do it? The other person there, right? So it's weaponized. They're intentionally like, yeah, this person's going to do it, I don't. Or like this idea of like, oh, this is annoying me. I'll just wait and see if it annoys someone else and then they'll fix it. That's weaponized too. Because you have the mindset of, you know, by you not acting, someone else is going to be forced to act. That's not just, I didn't know, I wasn't aware. You were aware.
Yes, I agree.
Yes.
I agree. But, like, there's also that point of, like, maybe the person is like, I don't care if it gets done or not. I'm not doing it, I don't care if it gets done. So I think maybe then it's like an unaware type of weaponized incompetence, where they're just like, it's just not going to be done. And
Like, it doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, it doesn't matter to me if the light bulb's changed or not. That light bulb's in the corner, we barely use it, like, I don't care if it gets done or not.
Or is that being inconsiderate? Which is another red flag. Which is another, are we just only talking about red flags? But that's another thing that really...
Yeah, I agree.
That really hurts me.
Because, like, I think I am a person who is very considerate, and I'm constantly thinking about other people's thoughts and feelings, and I want to make sure that they're, like, comfortable. And I want the same thing back.
I think you have high emotional intelligence, though. Like, I don't think you have an average amount.
The other intelligence is real low. The emotional intelligence is there. Yeah.
And I don't know what you need.
I don't know. I took an IQ test the other day.
No, I hate IQ tests.
They're bad, but I scored pretty high.
No, my problem with IQ tests, because I feel like whenever people do IQ tests, they're only looking at, like, patterns in math, right?
Yes.
But there's other ways of intelligence.
Right.
Some can be really good at history, some can be really good with literature, some can be really good at learning languages, and it has nothing to do with patterns and 1 + 1 = 2. But then when you do the IQ test, they only care about those two subjects.
You're right.
That's not full intelligence.
You're right.
It's stupid. And then people use it to weaponize me. And they're like, do you want to do an IQ test? No. Because one, Do we test fish for their ability to climb trees? No. Why? Because they don't climb trees. That's not what they do. Like, everyone has things that they're skilled at, things they're really good at doing, their own talents. And should you know how to do math? Yes. Should you know how to read? Yes. We should all know how to do certain things. But why is it when doing anything for IQ, it's only math? After I've studied English, after I've studied science, after I studied history, none of those questions are part of this IQ test.
Well, that's the thing about IQ tests. It's only testing for those things, and that's why we don't actually use it.
Yeah, that's not your real IQ.
Well, it is, but the whole idea of the IQ is flawed.
Mm.
And I would just like to point out that I scored really high.
It's flawed, but I did a good job.
It's flawed, but I did a good job.
Oh,
I was like 121.
What's the?
That's high.
What's the? No, I don't know.
I think I don't remember 150.
Ooh, nice.
200 maybe actually. I take it back, but I think 120 is like slightly above average.
So average is 100. Average is 50%.
I think average is like 90 to like 110.
Oh,
I think.
nice. Interesting.
Yeah. I did really well. Thank you.
I love that. Good job.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Okay, speaking of like intelligence, I want to talk about high school.
High school.
Yeah. So like, how were you in high school? Like, were you like dating and like joining clubs and like those types of things?
I don't know, I feel like I went through phases. Like my first year of high school, I was like, I want to be popular, and I want to make friends, and I want to do stuff. And then my second year of high school, I was like, that's dumb. This is not going to help. It's not making me happy. And then I went into like sports. I did track, and then I would just go to school, do track, and I had clubs to help with my grades. That was more like, I gotta get high grades because I gotta do the SAT and go to university. So I didn't date. I didn't do like fun clubs. I did like, what club did I do? It was like Future Leaders of America Club, and you learn how to do business stuff. That's what I did.
Okay, cool. So then, if the opportunity arose, you wouldn't join a host club?
Would I join? No. Would I participate in events? Probably. Especially if it's my high school, I want to see like what people, how they're hosting, because there's different types of hosts. Like they all have like their own area of expertise.
Right. So, for example, if you had attended Oran High School, which host would you gravitate to? Yeah.
I feel like my favorite host from that show is Maury Senpai. I think he's all the things I would like in my life. Yes.
So I think at first, when I was first watching it, Mori was the one that I would choose, but then I switched to Tamaki.
Yes.
He's Tamaki.
I was thinking a little, like not a little bit, I was thinking a little bit, but a lot about Tamaki. And you, and I was like, you know what? It makes so much sense that he's one of your favorites.
Why?
Because I feel like his whole character arc is about emotional intelligence and growing and accepting himself as a person. And he's really good at reading other people. And like, yeah, he wears this mask of like, I'm amazing, blah, blah, blah. but like behind that
Mhm.
is really like raw.
Mhm.
And despite his mask, he's really good at reading other people. Like he understands other people's emotions, how they're feeling, what they're going through. Oh yeah. Yeah.
I think he worked.
Those would be my thoughts.
He worked really hard to get there. I think at first he
Yes.
was not there, but I feel like all the people around him kind of helped him get there. Because like he was struggling at first. He didn't like. I don't want to say he didn't care about people's feelings, because he did. He absolutely did. But like, I think it took him a little while to notice people's feelings.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's the opposite.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he cares a lot about people's feelings, and like he, in like the beginning of his character is like he needs everyone to like him, because the whole idea is like if they like him, they won't leave. And I think that his character arc was like learning to like authenticity, like being who he is, and instead of more like, oh, I need them to like me, I think it was more like, can I like me? Like I feel like he, like his character is more like on his own growth, like, and so I took notes on this man. I took notes. He goes from like, who do I show people? Like, who am I? Like, who do you think I am? And then it changes throughout the show to like, who do I want to be? And then who he wants to be is not connected to like the family relationship he had that his grandma was like forcing on him. It didn't have to be connected to the whole like King of Oran High School host club, like
that's a
the
sassy
leader.
Man. That's a sassy man.
That is a sassy man. And so I didn't think about it before because I wasn't. I respected his character, but I was never a big fan of his character. But thinking about it now, I feel like it really centers on like his own growth, because I feel like he starts off reading other people because obviously he needs to know how to read his family so he could be like perfect, right? So he doesn't get in trouble. I think he had connections to like his mom somewhere in France.
He didn't have connection.
But like
he didn't,
by acting a certain way, like his mom was safe, like that kind of connection, not like communication connection.
Okay.
But it was more like I have to do the things that I need to do because that way nothing will happen or nothing will affect other people like that. So he has so much pressure, and I feel like with that pressure, he has to learn how to read people. What do they want? What do they need? And then not how do I manipulate that, but how can I be perfect so they can like me, so I don't make any mistakes. And then throughout the show, he is over here tearing things apart. And basically like, I don't care about this mask that you're wearing. And then he slowly sees other people in his club growing. And he's like, well, how do I do that? Because now I'm not the only one who has emotional intelligence. I don't know. And then it finally, this is who I am, this is who I want to be, this is what I care about, and this is how I'm going to act. And I feel like that's his growth.
I agree, but I'd like to point out that like, I think he was who he presented as the entire time. Because I think he really is that like flamboyant, outspeaking, wants everyone to be happy and like him. I think that's who he really is. But I think he had to work with other people accepting him for who he was, who he is. Because like, I think that host club allowed him to be who he was. And like when you talk about like his family and those things, I think the host club gave him the courage to be himself everywhere. Because like from start to finish, I don't really see much change in his personality. There is like growth, but like from beginning to end, he's still that like flamboyant, kind of fun person. But I think through like experiences that he has with the house club and how he his emotional intelligence kind of changes, and I think he grows in that way. And there was a point that I wanted to make that I forgot. So we'll move on.
We'll move on.
Yeah.
We'll move on to my man. Would you like to hear why I like him, or do you want to explain what you know about him?
I think I absolutely know why he's your.
Oh, really?
Because whenever you talk about like your ideal type, it's very him. It's very, I want a guy who is intimidating and considerate. And I think Mori is that. Like, that's his entire personality of like, he's this big, scary guy, but like, he cares so much for Honey and the rest of the whole club. Like, he's a deeply caring person, and like, he got so upset when Honey got a cavity, that like, he started beating himself up over it. So like, he's this protector, and I think that's what you like a lot, like being that protector, being like intimidating, having that like hard shell, soft inside type of thing. Yeah.
I went in depth on this man. I wrote his character breakdown as, I think he's very self-sacrificial. Like, he allows Honey to like be in the spotlight in a way where he almost becomes like a background character. But like, I don't want to say like he's doing it on purpose, but he's really good at creating this space where people just feel comfortable like being themselves and just being them. And he does it in a way where they also know like they're safe to do so. Like, if Honey's out here doing something wild and someone else like goes to bully him for it, Honey knows. Like, even though Honey can beat the crap out of people, he's like, I don't have to, cause quiet man over here. And I feel like he's also, something I really admire about him is his communication is like so loud, even though he doesn't speak. Like, I feel like the way he communicates is a very like action oriented person, and like, you know, he cares, you know, he's there even when he's silent. And I feel like there are many times where the other characters are like in frenzies, they're overreacting. Like, what was not the beach episode, but they go to this like indoor park, and how do you go missing?
I think it was
Honey, and everyone's like, oh my gosh, and he's just like, well, we have to go find them. Yeah. And he's like really calm, even though you know he's like blah blah blah, but he provides a space for people to be able to have all their emotions, all their feelings.
The ghost are listening. Beware.